This is what happened to you after you were sexually assaulted. I don't think we've done a very good job helping people understand what sexual assault actually does to a person. Most people think about the moment it happened, but almost nobody talks about everything that happens afterward. And that's where people spend years, sometimes decades, trying to survive something they don't even realize they still carry. I tell people all the time, what happened to you isn't your fault. But if it isn't healed, it can quietly shape the rest of your life. See, your brain has one primary job: to keep you alive. And when someone violates your body, your trust, or your sense of safety, your brain doesn't just say, that was terrible. It starts asking, how do I make sure that never happens again? That's when survival takes over. And survival doesn't always look the way people think it does. Some people become incredibly quiet. They isolate, they stop trusting people, they don't like being touched anymore, they struggle with intimacy, they keep everyone at arm's length because distance feels safer than vulnerability. And then there are other people who go the complete opposite direction. They become very sexual, not because they're easy, not because they don't have values. Sometimes it's because their brain is trying to take back control over something that was taken from them. See, sometimes it's because attention starts feeling like love. Sometimes it's because if they choose it first, they never have to feel powerless again. Those are two completely different behaviors, but they can come from the same womb. That's what trauma does. It doesn't create one response. It creates survival strategies. So maybe you become the people pleaser. Maybe you struggle to say no. Maybe every time someone raises their voice, your heart starts racing and you don't even know why. Maybe you apologize for things that aren't even your fault. Maybe you're always scanning the room, paying attention to where every exit is, who's standing behind you, or whether someone feels safe. You think you're just observing. Nah. Your nervous system learned that being aware might keep you alive. Maybe someone genuinely loves you now, but every time they get too close, you pull away. Not because you don't want love, because love requires vulnerability, and vulnerability hasn't always been safe for you. Some people replay the event over and over in their mind. Some can't remember parts of it at all. Both can happen after trauma. And your brain is trying to protect you, even if the way it protects you is painful. Then comes the part that breaks my heart. The shame. So why didn't I fight harder? Why didn't I scream? Why did I freeze? If it happened years ago, why am I still thinking about it? Because your body was surviving. We talk about fight and flight all the time, but we forget about freeze. And we forget about fawn. Some people freeze because the brain believes movement can make things worse. Some people comply because the brain believes cooperation is the safest path to staying alive. Those are survival responses, not signs of weakness, not permission, not consent. Survival.